I guess we're ready. Hello, fellow biological organisms and intrepid adventurers. Okay. At the end of the last Call of the Sea, it got a little bit weird. Last episode. So, we need to see what happens next. That's the motivation here. Also, there are apparently 5 or 6 people that are interested in this game. Who are not me. Including me. I mean, I guess it'd be 7 or 8, maybe. I don't know. So, there's not a lot of content that I've seen out there, so let's make a little together. Now, it's the middle of the night, so I doubt anybody's going to be watching this live. It could happen. So I do want to remind you that anytime, night or day, you can always subscribe on YouTube or Twitch, as well as join Patreon. But if you do, send me a message to let me know, because I never check it. You would be the first. And also tip anytime, night or day. Don't have much in the way of news. We did, at the end of the last show, our friend Nevyaris, who also did some voiceover work there, sharing some ideas about maximizing or improving the situation during the Spellcaster University live stream. So he did I mention already that he subscribed to Twitch Prime subscription, which is an option. And that leads us back to Cowboy V, who is at the top of the list from the previous stream to that. So let's go ahead and without further delay, get into the game. Let's see, chapter 3. I guess we'll go with this one. Now, if you didn't see the end of the last episode, I don't want to tell you what the last cinematic that we saw was. If you did, then you know what I'm talking about. But we're going to be here on the beach, next to the beached ship. And if we look out in the distance here, it looks like there are some things with eyes looking back at us. I don't think... No, we can't go back in the water. They're probably just rocks with lit or shiny surfaces. But they do look pretty creepy. And given the way what happened right before we got here in the last episode, extra creepy. All right. So we've got the rigging blown around. So it looks like it was a whaler. It's got a harpoon.
Torn apart and cast so far up the beach. What on earth could have happened to it?
That's weird. These parallel gashes here. I guess it could have run across rocks, but I mean, it looks suspiciously like claw marks. That's a pretty big claw. I doubt there's anything in the boat here, but you never know what's going to be a clue. If you see a blue paw print on anything, let us know. Shout out a clue, right?
I wonder what else could be seen beyond these shores.
Alright, so we've got a sheet drawn up here. Some lights pointed at it. Power comes from the ship, apparently. Just some discarded food items. Can't interact with that. Can't... There's also... Okay, yeah, the light is pointed at the sheet, not this post with notches and ropes that look more like they've been broken than cut. Is this where they sacrificed Feyre? Oh, we do have an interactable.
Ropes are frayed, and there are strange marks on the wooden pole.
Strange marks. Like Groucho marks, or... And it's also weird, when we were looking through the telescope, we would have had to have been looking through this cliff. Anyway, I'm looking around and I'm getting distracted from what might be some clues down here. No, don't have a flashlight. Is that a bedroll, or it might be a piece of metal? Yeah, it looks like it was a piece of metal that was dragged out of the ship. I'm going to check over here on the beach. Probably nothing here. Wow. I doubt we can get hurt by that, but...
Terrified. I've always been afraid of storms, but something or someone seems to be moving there on the reefs. Or is it just my imagination?
Someone or something seems to be moving there on the reef? Do you see anything? It's hard to see through this soup. I don't see any movement. Things fading in and out of sight. That boat right there is moving quite a bit. Lifeboat. And this is clipping through the boat, so that's a little and it's kind of weird that it's not hanging straight down, but you could blame that on the wind. And okay, yeah, it's swinging all around. Whoa, Gabe! Well, hello there. I was not expecting anyone to show up for this. You surprised me entirely. Welcome. These look important, but they don't seem to be interactable. Maybe someone needed a tooth out. Well, yeah, when you can be. When you're awake and when the stars line up. Oh, okay.
Took items from the stranded ship.
Oh, there's a big gap right there. Is that how we saw the ship? Through that hole? Oh man, there's a cave right there. Curiouser and curiouser. I don't know if you saw the end of the last episode.
The expedition only has 5 members now.
Yeah, because Roy blew himself up with dynamite, and the doctor got infected with the ooze. Oh, uneaten canned food. There's this new... Is it New World? Yeah, New World. And some of the ads for it look pretty good, but after getting burned, or I should say, after being unhappy with Elder Scrolls Online, I'm reluctant to look at another MMO or buy another MMO unless I see some gameplay first. Now, this box here reminds me of a hot plate in Fallout 76, so I was immediately drawn to it.
I believe Harry visited this exposition when he was looking for answers for my illness.
Newburyport Tiara exhibition? That is a weird tiara. There's definitely some Lovecraft kind of hints going on here. So I can't read it directly. It's all blurred out, but we can see the tiara. And on the back, Franklin Delano Roosevelt expects warm reception in southern states. All right, so let's see if it'll give us just the headline. All right, I guess we're not taking that with us. Lovely flower. A fan.
It's too dark to see anything inside the tents. I should find a way to turn these lights.
Oh, are they? Yeah, they have a free beta. That's right. I was tempted to. It's like I have so many games that I've bought and haven't even installed. So I needed a little more than they were offering me to get me interested in it.
Never heard of this Eric Zan, fella.
Have you heard of Eric Zahn? And here's Tales from Beyond. I'm getting a strong Fallout 76 vibe from this location.
A pulp magazine. I love Chandra Hogarth stories.
Who? Chandler Hogarth? Chandler R. Hogarth. It looks more like a little golden book than a pulp magazine. Is the original and leading fiction magazine. You will find plenty of fascinating stories in Tales from Beyond, the unique magazine. All the stories printed in Tales from Beyond will live forever in our readers' imagination. I don't think we need to go through all of that. Typewriter. I'm not sure what the difference between a typewriter and a portable one is. Maybe 10 pounds? Oh, you don't think it's free? Maybe you're right. I could have something recently had a free early access.
Photographic film.
Not to be confused with pudding film. And Ward and Blake News Agency, presented by Cassandra D. Ward. Was she in the picture? Cults and Rituals, C.D. Ward. So that's Cassandra D. Ward. Doing dailies in 76 right now while watching live stream. Yeah, they tend to be. I barely did any yesterday, and I had the weeklies all caught up. Driving classes? Wow. When I was a kid, driving class was part of high school. Cultists and Rituals, an interview with Inspector John Raymond Lagrasse, and it's all blurred out, so you know it's naughty.
Oh my.
Robert Sudam and his wife found dead at high seas. And strange incident.
What a collection of happy news.
Strange incident in Massachusetts, also by C.D. Ward. Was this other one by C.D. Ward? The Gardner family vanishes from their Arkham farm. That actually... Wasn't that... It sounds like that one H.P. Lovecraft book that I did read about like this weird presence. There was like almost like just like a sense of malaise. Sometimes it was more like a fog. It was kind of just creepy and dreadful. So this was also C.D. Ward. And that was the tiara. I don't remember. The picture was over here. So maybe that's Candace there. Speculating. This is an adventure puzzle game. It reminds me of Myst, although I never actually played Myst. So you go around, you have to find clues. Oh, I almost didn't notice these up here. Find clues.
Repairing my old music box.
Our husband went on an we have this disease that has spots on our hands, and apparently we're deteriorating. We also have weird dreams. So my husband has gone in search of a cure for me to this island east or west of Tahiti with a small expedition band, and they've disappeared. So now I've gone looking for him, and I'm finding weird clues and having to solve puzzles so I can try to catch up with them or find out what happened to them.
What attack?
Frank trying to repair Harry's music box just before the attack. Attack! So like in the last episode, there were basically two puzzles. that I had to solve. So I had to interact with a lot of things to get clues so that I could solve one puzzle. Oh, there were 3 actually. Yeah, so it's basically find the clues and then interact with something to
What happened on this ship?
advance your progress. So that's the ship that's beached down. So like we had to figure out how to set these up on a lens filter. We had to figure out how to arrange this tiki so that it followed this order. Spoilers, based on these tikis. Yeah, and this was from the first episode. And then we've got our running log. Ship was completely abandoned. What happened to the crew? The members of the expedition used whatever they could find inside the beached ship to build another campsite on this black lava beach. Yeah. So, yeah, so that's from the previous episode. So this is basically starting on this episode. Not terribly hard. I got a little frustrated with one of the puzzles yesterday. Well, the first one, it was just like, I don't know. There was the one with the lenses. I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I thought it might have been a trial and error kind of thing, but you couldn't activate anything. You could just make changes. And until you come across the right combination, all you can do is change it or exit. So once I found the right clues, it wasn't that hard to piece them together. The one with the tikis, I misunderstood what it wanted, and so I kind of got derailed there, and it took me a while to, well, what if I do it this way? And then that was the solution. And then there was another one that was pretty easy, where it gives us a clue of a constellation, and then we have to basically draw that constellation where there's a area where there's some stars that you can interact with. It's not the hardest, but like most puzzles, it's like it either triggers or it doesn't. Looking at this here, let's see, I woke up in the dead of night on a black beach, but I can't remember how I got here. She had a weird dream where she turned into a fish person, and then there was a giant, I'm giving away the end of the yesterday, the last episode, part 2. Let's see, I just got fuzzy memories like a dream. An enormous shipwreck casts its shadow over the black sand on this beach. It looks like lights are shining through the cracks in its hull. A terrible storm is approaching, and out on the reefs, the lightning seems to reveal some strange figures. Is this a product of my imagination? It does look like there are like weird glowing eye creatures out there, but they could just be rocks. The ship is completely abandoned. So it's like the atmosphere and the graphics are kind of, and where the story seems to be going are what makes this game interesting. So it's pretty, it's creepy, and their creepiness creeps in, and it's like, where is this going? And it seems kind of scary, but other than that, you could just say it's a game where you walk around and put puzzles together. So it's more the story and the graphics that make it worth playing. Let's see, the ship is completely abandoned. What happened to its crew? The members of the expedition used whatever they could find inside the beach ship to build another campsite on this black lava beach. All right, so we looked at these pictures. I think we looked at everything in here. So no, this mirror is cracked the same way the one back in that camp was. But we can't pick this one. More pictures. Glad I kept looking.
My God.
Whoa.
Look at his contorted face. Is this what's going to happen to me?
He has spots on him, and she has spots on her hands. Oh, I meant to look at the back. It took 4 of us to subdue him. Where did he get the strength? And I want to look at this again. It seems likely that he was one of the party. Yeah, he's this guy right here. You know, before he had the spots, he kind of got the creepy eyes right there. So maybe we'll find out his name. Yeah, when there's a puzzle, when it's just like taunting you, it's like, haha, you can't figure me out. That's kind of annoying. But you know, if it's hard enough, then the challenge is fun and rewarding when you complete it.
Those footprints definitely do not.
Whoa! No, they don't. It's giant penguins. I'm sure it is. Right? This far north? Yeah, it seems like it's got some Lovecraft behind it.
So, is this recording?
Let me make sure I've got the volume up for this. I do. I wish there was one so that you could keep the volume going when it isn't the selected window.
Assembled and disassembled it twice.
Can
So
I?
It should be fixed, Mr. Everhart.
Let me start it over.
So, is this recording? Well, shouldn't we be listening to something, Frank?
I have assembled and disassembled it twice. So it should be fixed, Mr. Everhart. I don't know. Maybe it was never meant to play music.
DeWitt, where have you been this whole time?
Oh my god. He's got a knife.
I'm guessing he was the guy with the spots.
Get off me, you lunatic! Hold him for Christ's sake! Call the heroic, quick!
Yeah, some games the audio gets too loud, so I like to have it backed down a little bit.
This picture is taken from a distance. What is he doing?
Barking at the moon? This beach doesn't look like the beach we're on. This beach has the
Floating rocks?
beach that we're on has like basalt hexagonal columns making up the cliff. The doctor seems to be whispering to some rocks. Are they floating? Do you see any floating rocks? Is the moon a floating rock? Huh. I don't see it. Nothing over here. Wash basin. Alright, take a wider look. And I can't duck.
Someone took notes about some important dates.
Let me see if I can get it from out here so that it doesn't clip with the tent. There we go. June 30, actually it'll be easier to read this way. June 30, arrival on the island. July 1st, we set up camp. July 14th, Roy blows up the well's hatch and kills himself in the process, if I remember right. July 24th, we strike camp and move to the beach. July 14th, last entry in the Lady Shannon's ship log. And Lady Shannon is the ship behind us, presumably. Nora, our heroine, seems to think it is. And July 14th. Rob blows the oh, well? Okay, I'm not sure why they're written out of order like this. But whatever caused him blowing up the hatch or the cover to the well, which was in the well was in the last episode. The last entry in the ship's log could be something, could be nothing. Probably not nothing. It's another one of these.
Did he take some amulets from the other campsite? Or did he carve some more?
He? Apparently nothing in this tent. What about gather around the cook fire? I don't see anything we can... Oh, yep.
There are only 4 chairs around the campfire.
And I think the one... I think he's Dr. DeWitt, who had the mysterious ooze splashed on him after or during the explosion, and he went crazy. We got some information about that in the previous episode. So I'm a little surprised that he's still part of the narrative at this point. Let's check the rest of the beach before we go into the cave. Oh, in Fallout 76? Yeah, the stars in Fallout 76, if you look east or west, they're not going overhead, they're going around. And yeah, that's kind of weird. But I guess it's easier to do it that way for the game. We were already here. Oh, there's another path. Let's see if it goes far or... Yeah, it goes pretty far, so we'll work on this area before we continue. Probably do the ship before we do the path. And the ship seems scary. Food.
The menu is rather limited here.
Yep. Oh, they're like little pictures.
Hey, this sailor is a dead ringer for my grandpa Isaiah.
Oh wow, weird. It gets blurry if you get it too close. Innsmouth fisherman. Sardines. I don't know that I've ever eaten sardines. They may have been part of something else I ate, but never straight out of the can. Alright, this looks like some sort of power device. Oh! Which means we'll probably have to power it up inside the ship. Where's that light shining? Or where would it be shining? Just up the cliffs? Okay, so we got that. Lady Shannon. Sydney. I want to hold down tab and activate my Pip-Boy flashlight. It doesn't work in here.
These two fellows seem to get along pretty well.
Yeah, so there was a native who didn't like what Harry's party was doing. Who's this guy? I'm not sure. Frank, apparently. I think Frank may be the one who died. Frank and... I can't read that. Tiahoroa, singing while working in the workshop. What does this eyeball do? Oh, maybe it's just suggesting that I turn it over. Well, they're lacking variety, and I didn't see any fresh fruit, so they might get the scurvy.
I'm glad you stayed by his side, whoever you are.
C is probably Candace. Frank, I understand what you are saying, but we can't leave Harry here all alone. I know you must be thinking I'm only interested in a scoop, but what would you do if it were your wife who was sick? Would you let her die? I'm staying here to the end. And there's no icon up here, so we'll have to keep an eye out to see if that's... if that correlates with there being writing on the back. Alright. There we go.
Looks like Frank wanted to leave, but I don't know if Harry ever read this letter.
Miss Ward, Miss Ward, our lives are in grave danger on this island. Look what happened to Dr. DeWitt. The man is going completely bananas. I really think we should get off the island as soon as possible. Mr. Everhart was determined to leave until he found that organ thing. Do I have your support to try to convince him? And nothing up here. Oh, that's right, he's a mechanic. Frank Drayton is the mechanic. Oh, my kingdom for a flashlight.
These medical tools are hair-raising.
It's kind of too dark to see what they are, but probably look like instruments of torture. This looks like something Dr. DeWitt wrote.
Oh
Yes.
dear. This dog was a certifiable loon.
Yesterday the stones danced with my song Minge Levia Ladage. Ladia? Everything is tuned in this place. There's a treasure in Shat Goklakadrolog Punya Fafango. I was thinking the same thing. It's a hat.
A white fedora. It's really dirty.
That's the problem with white.
Discarded clothing. It hasn't been worn in a long time. A handkerchief with the letters EDW embroidered on it. It's stained with blood and black ooze.
Alright, so ship was completely abandoned. What happened to its crew? Or did we read this already? Members of the expedition used whatever they could find. Yeah, we did. But if we go back, EDW, I'm looking for the names of the expedition members. A brass key with the letter CW engraved on it. Okay, so that could be Candace Ward. And here, it's probably not important, but I would like to review the names of the expedition members. Everhart Expedition. So I don't... Oh, that's not it. Actually, if we go here, we go back far enough. Nora, remember this. And, oops, I can't look at the back of it. Yeah. Alright, so... Roy Granger, he was the stunt man who blew himself up with the dynamite. Lady Shannon, Black Ooze. So, yeah, okay, Roy Granger is the one who's buried. Oh, yeah, who blew himself up with dynamite. He was also acting weird before he did that. And I don't see... Oh, any more names? Killed Roy. I'm pretty sure somewhere along the way we saw a list of all of the names, but apparently that's not in Nora's journal.
A handkerchief with the letters EDW embroidered on it. It's stained with
EDW.
blood and... A handkerchief with the letters EDW embroidered on it. It's stained with blood and black ooze.
And it has spots. Blood and black ooze. So discarded clothing. Don't forget to look up. Nothing down there. And I think we've looked at everything else in here. I guess we can go into the cave next. It might make more sense to try to turn the lights on first. Looks like a door up there. Not interactable. The ropes are making weird noises. So we can go up there, and then that goes up. That's like the symbol here in this picture. So we've got some missing stuff here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we need to find this piece and replace it. More pieces of the damaged hull of the ship, presumably. So it looks like they brought in pieces of metal to either try to fix them so they could fix the ship, or so they could use them for some other activity, goal here in this case. Creepy sounds. Nothing in this tent. Nothing over here. Oh, it's just a candle. Alright. Nothing up high. So this looks like it was a projection screen. This looks like it's a projector. And here's another mirror disc, broken in the same way. That's probably just the programmers, you know, conserving resources.
It might need to be turned on.
Oh, so I probably need to do the ship before I do this. That so-and-so, DeWitt, let's see what it says here. That son of a DeWitt stabbed Frank. Wow, luckily it's just a fresh wound, a fresh flesh wound. It's a good thing they held me back, or I would have plugged that nutcase like the rabid dog that... Jesus, what am I saying? So, nothing on the back.
I've never seen Harry so angry.
Is this a floating rock?
A rock stained with black ooze. Looks like the prototype of something.
And it looks like it's floating. Alright, what do we got here?
Captain Hodgson told me that knowing the lunar cycles is useful for better navigation at night. So Harry probably took this calendar from the Lady Shannon.
So July 24th was the last time... Or no, it was the 14th was when they blew that thing up, and then the 24th was something else. I can't remember what now. And I don't think it's going to say here. So, and we're currently in November. New moon, full moon. There's a full moon on the 26th. Well, for smuggling, yeah, you'd probably want a new moon.
How can someone build something like this out of stone?
Waves push air through the carved stone tubes. That's something. Oh wait, what was that? H.W. Everhart. So that's Harry.
You always did have a good ear, Harry.
I've been studying this structure for the last few days. The tones it emits change consistently with the tides. Oh, back? Nothing on the back.
Wow, look at the size of these stones.
Megalithic basalt. South Pacific Expedition, megalithic basalt stones.
These symbols are linked to the piano keys.
So that... So we'll probably need to... Well, we don't know what order to play them in. But oh, look on the back just to make sure. So we've got our journal icon up there in the corner, which means that it's going to be here in the log. Oh, and we have our... So November 7th, new moon. November 21st, full moon. And it looks like we woke up on November 7th. So today's November 7th. So we have a new moon. So it's going to be dark at night. What else we got here? Oh, yes. Got this.
What kind of doodad is this?
Can we change the numbers? Nope. Maybe it needs power. From the ship. More floating rocks. Apparently that's not remarkable.
It might need to be turned on.
Maybe if we tell it how good it looks. The water sounds weird. And I'm pretty sure, no, we can't go into the water. But we can go up the stairs. Oh, it goes this way as well. Alright, let's go across here.
It's curious, but
Oh,
it's the first time since I got sick that I feel useful. Harry is depending on me, and not the other way around.
so there's another stairwell over there. And some more of these alien-looking things. Okay. So there's 3 pieces of column sections. And there's these holes. They look like holes. Let's see.
What an odd structure. It doesn't look like a building, though.
No, it's clearly a door. And it looks like the pipe organ thing that Harry talked about. I can play chess. I'm not particularly good at it. There was a time I was okay, but how do I climb these stairs? There we go. So this is similar to the one down there on the floor. Right there. It's poorly lit. Trying to detect any kind of pattern. Not really. And this is
Sometimes I
just...
still doubt whether this isn't just some ghastly dream.
Look at this one right here. It's going up. Oh, this one is... Wow. That can't be the wind. Especially since they're not going in the same direction and they're pretty close together. Oh, if you look right here, I'm going to turn that way, and you can see like a couple little dots, but when I turn sideways, they become a little more obvious. So I wonder what that is. Alright, we're not going to be able to continue this way. And I suspect that we'll be able to continue this way when the tide goes out, or something to that effect. But I suspect that for now, this way is blocked. Yep. I guess the only thing left is the ship. Well, we could go down this other path as well.
My God. The ship's hull was ripped open. A few jagged rocks couldn't have caused a gash of this size.
Not a few. No. Well, and like I mentioned when we first started up, these parallel gashes look suspiciously like a giant claw mark. Yeah, look at these things. Those are not... I mean, sure, we could have like some cyclonic wind here, but that's... strains belief, to say the least. There could be critters in here. I doubt it, but could be. Sometimes I'm too thorough. That sounds like something you'd say in a job interview. What's your biggest fault? Sometimes I'm too thorough.
This place gives me the creeps.
You too? You're very brave, Nora. We're all rooting for you.
I can't see any trace of the ship's crew, nor their remains.
There's some power gauges, so... Oh. Open hatch. So this is a puzzle as well. It's got to be, since there's 3 to choose from. This one, they both have blinking red lights. So maybe it's the order you do them in?
Nope, wrong.
So,
Now, what exactly did I turn on?
so that's like one of those puzzles. It occurred to me that the order that you do them in is important. And if that doesn't occur to you, then that puzzle could end up being really hard. Alright, so that probably means that we have light back out on the beach. Oh, what's this? I almost missed that. I should probably just keep going in the ship while I'm here. I think I will. I just want to see if that actually turned the lights on, or... Oh no, I still need to hit one more thing out on the beach. Ooh. Right. And I'm very curious what was on that projector.
At last, some light. That should make things easier.
Okay, so we've got light here, but it seems like it was just here to light up
Ropes are frayed, and there are strange marks on the wooden
Dr.
pole.
DeWitt being lashed to the post. Yeah, I guess I should have done the ship first. Water's still up. I mean, turning on a light switch shouldn't make the water go. Whoa! Tide level measurements. Harry Everhart.
I hoped you didn't borrow this slide projector from the University of Denver, old pal.
Okay. Oh, so you can switch between the two. Oh, alright, so here's a third one. That... Okay, now this one is not... Oh, let's start over. Nope. Oh, that's backwards. So we'll want to cycle through all of them. Right, so I suppose this is telling us how high the tide is, and if it's full tide or high tide, is it just the one in the middle equals the one on the bottom, or everything is like a key change? It could be like a key change. Oh, maybe. So you have to know what tide it is. Oh, there's dust in the air. So you know how to transpose. Like if we look over here, was it in here? Yeah, these symbols are the same. So we'll also need to know what order to play them. Or maybe that is the order. Yeah, maybe instead of a key, yeah, that makes, for a video game, it makes more sense that depending on what the tide level is, that's the order you play them in, these in, rather than trying to teach people how to transpose a key in the middle of a video game. That doesn't seem like good game design. But still, right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, so then that's like a hash, 5, 6, 7. And if we go back, that's just the tide level. So, oh, it's kind of a key transposition. It's just shifting everything one to the right. And So that's... yeah. But that's not that's more than 1 to the right. That's 4 to the right. But is it the same order? 1, 2, no, because it goes backwards now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And on the bottom row it goes forward. It just starts from the 2nd position. Starts in the 4th position and moves to the left. Mid-tide is normal. Mid-low tide starts in the middle, goes to the right, and then low tide starts 3 to the right and goes to the right. Except there's an arrow. Alright, so the top line is the same on all of them. So it either is a transposition or it's the order that you need to play them in. Let's see if we can click all the way through this. The rest of these are probably blank. Probably not blank. Given the other things we've seen in the game, this I guess is supposed to be Nora. Maybe it's supposed to be Candace. There's ooze underneath her. She jumps up, jumps into it, and emerges as a creature from the Black Lagoon. And the drum is no longer advancing. Alright, so do we know what tide it is? We don't know what tide it is right now. Presumably, it's high tide? Although this is back 1, it's the water isn't lapping all the way up. So maybe it's 2nd tide? And one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this so I can look at 2 different things at the same time. Boom, boom, pictures, screenies. There we go. And back to the game. Alright, so if it is mid-low tide, then it seems like we want to start, well, I might need to turn it on first. Looks like it has power. And I still can't change those dials. That turns the power off. So we want to start.
It's well-tuned. I expected no less from you, old pal.
Alright, so we want to start with go 4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5. 4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5. So 4 would be here. 3, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5. And then let's take a look at the journal. Oh, okay, different. So it's showing me their frequency in hertz. Let's see. Harry found another unknown structure built by a previous civilization. He keeps searching for answers even as they wait for help to arrive. The tidal organ emits musical tones when the water pushes air through its tubes. Well, let's try just 1, 2, 3, 4. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? So that's going to be the same. And then what about the other notes? These were unused. And these two were also unused. Let's just try. Did I play them in order already? In the original order? Well, we didn't get anything new out of that. If we go back to the high tide, if we start with 4-1, no, that's not 4, that's 7. And 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think we're getting anything new out of there. So we know the... Yeah, that's what I've got on my other screen over here. Whoa, look at this claw. I did not notice that before.
A rock stained with black ooze. Looks like the prototype of something.
So even, and this is Harry's writing, and it's somewhat erratic. And that's the pipe organ. But yeah, and that doesn't help us. Today's the 7th. Well, I'm assuming that it's nearly high tide. Maybe it's not. I guess we can finish searching the ship. We could take another look at the marks on the door up there. I don't think they're in here. No. But I don't see the actual organ either. It's probably down this hallway in the next room. And there's a doorway out over there. Yeah. Alright, let's check out the ship. And yes, this is as fast as she can move. I kind of want to look down this way to see if anything has changed since I turned the lights on. I suspect not. No. I'm gonna get rid of that right there. Steady, Nora.
That voice. Is that Harry? No, just a recording.
Unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately.
The ship was whaling not far from here.
Call from the Everhart expedition. 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for.
I don't
5
see.
of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island.
So if this is Tahiti,
Send help.
is that this one? Tadakoto?
Distress call from the
I don't know.
expedition.
But we've got this gray area down here.
East of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground.
Oh, let's look at the back.
Unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help.
Even the crew of the ship that brought Harry's expedition to this island were afraid of it.
This is a distress call from the Everhart expedition.
We delivered the 6 members of the Everhart expedition to the island without incident.
Has run aground.
We'll come back to pick them up again
5 of
in 3 weeks. If there's anything left to pick up by then.
send help.
Left the island after lunch, no incidents. The nearby area seems adequate for whaling. We might get a good catch.
The Lady Shannon has run aground.
This is the captain's last entry.
Unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived.
On July 14th.
Stranded on this island.
Good weather and clear sailing until a surprise undercurrent shook the ship. I haven't seen the sea that rough in years. First mate swears he saw a huge creature near our hull shortly afterwards. Definitely not a whale.
Unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help.
Frank is certainly a resourceful man.
I've wired up your message to the radio like you asked, Mr. Everhart. It'll keep broadcasting as long as the ship's got fuel. God help us. Oh, it's...
Unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived.
What were you looking for in the heart of the island?
Please send help.
I was thinking this expedition had failed and was worried about how we'd get back home, but then I found those stairs that led me to the giant stone organ. It might be another way to get to the very heart of the island. In any case, there's nothing we can do until someone hears our distress call.
But we're stranded on this island. Please send help.
It's a little annoying, but
This is a distress call from the Everhart.
Maybe
The
the legend is more real than it seems.
the island of Ponape, there's a city called Nanmadol that's composed entirely of large basalt structures. Legend has it the city was built with floating stones moved by black magic. University of Miskatonic, Arkham, Massachusetts.
74 nautical miles east of Tahiti.
Oh,
The Lady Shannon has run aground.
what do we have here? So, I'm going to need to enter 3 sets of
5 of us have
numbers.
Black Ooze's properties are perplexing.
Please send help immediately.
Black ooze test changes consistency.
This is a distress call
elevates when exposed, levitates when exposed to different
The Lady Shannon has run aground.
vibration frequencies.
Unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived. But we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately.
So, oh, what's this?
Apparently, Harry's expedition waited for a long time to be rescued.
Everhart expedition.
Did they give up hope?
4 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew.
So I don't know what numbers to put in here. Presumably it's some combination of the 3 of these.
Unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived. But we're
And
stranded.
I was completely covered in that black goo. I wonder what it'll do to me.
Everything on this rotten island has something to do with that damn black ooze, one way or the other. The ancient ruins, the ritual well, even Dr. DeWitt's irrational behavior seems to be related to his getting exposed to that awful liquid.
Unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived. But we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately.
And then back out. So,
Everhart expedition. 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived. But
I'm
we're
trying to think.
Please send help immediately. This is a distress call from the Everhart expedition.
So if we put in the first 3, well, what's this again? No. So if we put in the first 3, I guess I'm going to need the whiteboard for this. Demon Tapestry, full change. Yeah, I'll just some Spellcaster University notes. So if I look at the first one, it's 262. The second one is 277. Then, wait. Yeah, then 311. Then 349. 392. And 415 and 466. Let's see, so that's seven, and they could be repeating notes, so yeah, that's a lot of combinations.
Its crew is unaccounted for. 5 of
These
us
knobs
have
must
survived.
control the vibrations inside this chamber.
On this island. Please
How many positions are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so that's 2 octaves. If we go straight up,
5 of us have survived. But we're stranded on
well, close enough. And then
immediately.
it doesn't show the numbers.
The Everhart expedition. 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived. But we're stranded on this island. Please
Well, if I wanted to make a stairwell, that would work. But I don't know what I'm trying to do.
This is a distress call from the Everhart expedition. 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived. But we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately.
Oh, we've got a green light over here. So, if I can get that one to that height, that one to that height, and that one to that height. So we go one up, oh, one up, and then back.
This is a distress call from the Everhart expedition, 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately.
So this one controls just the two over here. This one controls the two on the right. This controls the one on the left and the one on the right. But it should be able to just process of elimination.
On this island. Please send help immediately. This is a distress call from the Everhart expedition, 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately.
I'd better write down those numbers in my journal.
Seems like it. 262, which is the first note. 349, which is the fourth note. And 415, which is the sixth note. So maybe that'll do something if we... Oh, what's this? We can't use it. If we play that sequence on that little piano thing. So it was the 349 and 415. And of course, it'll be in the journal as well. All right, can we go anywhere else on the ship? Nope. All right, so let's go back to the little Pioneer. So I should have started on the ship, right? Of course, I wouldn't have known what I was looking at.
Only God knows how long I've been covered in this black liquid. I wonder what it's going to do to me. Although I doubt anything could be worse than my illness.
Pretty sure it's going to turn you into a fish. Or a deep one. Anything changed out here while we were gone? Looks the same. Whoa, look at that boat. That's out of control. Anyway. Water's still in the same position. So if we play those tones, that was 1. Oh, I can't remember which one was 4. $349, so then C, D, E, F. And then 415 is the G sharp. Nothing happened. So maybe I should play the 7, 3, 5. So 7, 3, 5. No, that's not 7, that's 6. But that's 7. So that would be for full tide, and then for almost full tide, we'd want to go with 4, 1, and then that's the same, 416. Is that your area code? So 4, 1, 6. And nothing happened. So it could be I'm missing something simple. Let's head back up here. Maybe having the lights on will make a difference. Or maybe we need to go further down the beach. Not really getting anything out of it.
What odd structure. It doesn't look like a building, though.
Well, I can't think of what I should do. Let's look up while we're up here. So here's the key shape. I don't know what else to call it. I guess I could call it like an ankh, an Egyptian ankh. And I'm sure we still can't go this way. All right. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do with that. This obviously means something. Let's try this. Maybe instead of responding to what tide it is, we can make it low tide. So in this one, we would want 7, 2, 4, 7, 2, 4. So 7, right? Yeah. 7. I think this is 2, 2, and I think 4 is here. Nope. 4 is here. Well, nothing changed. So I guess we'll just go for a stroll down the beach. Come back to this creepiness later. It's one of those situations where I don't know if I have all the puzzle pieces or not. So I either have the solution and it's not clicking, or I don't have the solution. Oh, more camp.
Some kind of improvised workshop.
That's what they used to say about the Batman 1960s series.
This must be the highest part of the island.
Must it?
And that diamond shape again. How striking.
This is what I was referring to, that diamond shape as the Ankh. Nothing on the back, nope.
You made it work, Harry. Now it's my turn.
Good morning, crew. Sorry for the reveille this morning. Sometimes the handwriting's a little hard to read. Sorry for the reveille this morning. I didn't expect to wake all of you up with the noise from that awful organ. There's a joke there, too. Let's save it. The good news is that the organ revealed the entrance to a temple. The bad news is that the temple is on the mountaintop, so I hope you're in the mood for a good hike. All joking aside, if the temple has the answer that I'm looking for, we can finally leave this damn island and go home. If you have a ship to take you. Thank you for all sticking thank you all for sticking with me.
So this is the reason the ship was scavenged.
Frank, if we want to enter the temple on the mountaintop, we'll have to reproduce the effects of the organ somehow. I know we weren't planning on this, but we'll have to build a machine with whatever we can lay our hands on from the Lady Shannon. Do you think we can do that? Wow, that is dedication.
What kind of machine were you building? What kind of machine were you building?
Well, I can't zoom in on it.
Blowtorch. Looks like it's been used a lot. Harry isn't usually very chummy, but he really seems to like Frank.
Great idea. We'll move the materials we need to the summit so we can set up camp there. Just another thing, please stop calling me Mr. Everhart. Call me Harry, as all my friends do. Huh. Anyway. Alright. So we can go up there, or we can go over here. Like some smoke or steam coming out of the water there. Still super creepy. It's more apparent from here. And it's very dark over here, and there's no light.
Burned photo. I can't make out what's in it.
I can. Oh, wrong one. Oh, it's not in here. There were several items that we brought with us. One of them looked like sort of a stone knife that could also have been a key, and this looks kind of like it. So that's hearkening back to the first episode. Oh, it is super dark over here. I think that's all we're going to find. Ooh. Progress has been a little slow.
When I get back home, I'm going to read up on engineering. I've been interested in knowing how things work since I was a child, but I always thought technology wasn't for me. What nonsense.
So I'll have to wrap things up in about an hour. Maybe a little longer. Oh, looks like a force field. Or maybe it's just reflections of light off of the waves. Gotta get the kids up for an eye doctor appointment. There's that Ankh again. So we can go that way. But I'll bet you $1 there's no point until we get some clues out of this cave. It's awfully dark.
That huge stone door looks like an exit. How does it open?
That's a good question. So maybe I need to go back that way so that I can open this up. Oh my goodness. It looks like it's just getting ready to fall at any moment.
This ornate structure certainly isn't natural, but not man-made either.
Maybe it was the Atlanteans.
This feels ominous.
Almost walked right by this. Feel like I'm probably supposed to put something in there. The key! Here's this symbol again. This one has color on it though. 2. So that was the symbol for the first note. This is the symbol for the second note. This is the symbol for the fifth note. I'm gonna move that down. Move that down. See if there's a symbol for the fourth one. I think that's the fourth one. Oh. So, did I just walk inside the pipe organ? This structure is magnificent, but I have no idea how it was built. The sounds are mesmerizing, like something from another world. Not like something from another world. Here, we managed to activate the organ. Oh, several days of descending further into madness, the doctor disappeared in the dead of night. His restraints were torn apart, and there were strange footprints in the sand nearby. The ship has several colossal gashes along its side, unusual in shape. It should have sunk in the ocean outright. How did it end up on shore? That's not a bad question. I thought I heard Harry's voice, but it turned out to be a call for help that he left broadcasting from the ship. I wonder if anyone responded. The ship is completely abandoned. What happened to the crew? The members of the expedition used whatever they could find inside. I didn't check to see if there was a ladder, a second ladder down. Find inside the beached ship to build another campsite on this black lava beach. Harry discovered that the black gunk might have different applications. The ooze reacts to different sound frequencies, and some can even make it float in the air. Did the inhabitants of the island know that too? Harry found another unknown structure built by the previous civilization. He keeps searching for answers even as they wait for help to arrive. The tidal organ emits musical tones when the water pushes air through its tubes. The structure is magnificent. Okay, so yeah, so that's 4. So what that and the vertical one. So this is the 7 and this is the 4. So that makes this the 7. We don't want the 7. We want the 6. 2, and is this the 5 or the... Yeah, that's the 5, not the... Wait. That's the 6. So we do want this one up, right? Yeah, 415. So we need one for the 4th position. That's a 3. We're running out of locations.
Must be instructions to operate this bizarre structure.
Oh, okay, so we're trying to create a chord. So we want, the ones that we want need to be in the up position, and the ones we don't want need to be in the down position. And there's black ooze here as well. I still want to find that number 4. So 1 is here. Are there any others? No. Two is here. Ooh, got quiet. And this again is 6. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 415 corresponds. Pretty sure the game won't let me fall, no. Oh, there's a stairwell. And we already checked that side, so let's go down the stairs and see if there's any more numbers down here. Nope, that just goes back down to where we found that picture of the knife or key. Oh, what's this? This is 4, right? Yeah, 4 is what we want. So it's open. Let's check for another stairwell. So we don't have something we don't want open. Right, here's another stairwell. Ooh, what's that blue glow? So this is 2, and we want 2 to stay closed, so I guess we just needed to open that first. Whoa.
Those symbols seem to indicate the height of the tide.
Oh, wow. Okay. So it's at the, not lowest, but second to lowest. So we do have to go back and transpose because I don't remember. Well, maybe it'll be in here. Yeah, that's just the sea level. All right, so I got to go back to the projector. So I can figure out what we need. Run, Nora, run!
I'm quite scared of storms. When I was a child, I used to cover myself with the sheets to not listen to the noise of thunder. I honestly doubt I'd like to cover myself with anything in here.
These are
Time to overcome
crisscrossed.
my fears, I guess.
Yeah, that was not done by a reef. All right, so we need to go back
I
one.
think this is the right one.
This is the right one. So we need, instead of 1, 4, and 6, we need 5, 1, and 2. All right, and back we go. It's too bad we didn't copy that in our journal. It's a perfect night for a murder. Alright, so we still want 1, which will be this first one. And we'll also want 2. And we'll want 5, which... Is this 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 is the horizontal. So we don't want that open. If we go down these stairs... This is 4, which we don't want open. So 1 in the middle, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down these stairs. Okay, so this is 6? No, that's 7. So we do want that closed. Ah. This one is 3. We want that one closed. Why did... I'm not sure why I had that one open before. Where's that stairwell? There it is. So this should be 5? 5. Alright, so we'll open that. What is this strange frickin' glow? Ugh. Creeptastic. What do you mean the island's creepy? I think it's lovely. Well, it was lovely when we got here. Tonight, not so much. Maybe because it's a new moon. So, let's push this button. Oh, and tonight is a new moon. So if this is full moon, these are half moons, and that would be new moon. Well, the only other thing to interact with is here. Whoa. Holy Mike. Okay. Let's go, Nora. Mind your step. Don't get a heel caught. You're the only heel around here. Oh, there was a light coming through the rock there. Like there was a door that was closed. This looks like a Bhutan. Whoa. Good thing I'm not scared of heights. Whoa, what's that out there? There's something moving around it? Maybe not. Place is strange. Alright, oh, okay, so we've got something else here. A letter.
My dear old pal, I think I'm getting closer to understanding what is happening to you, but it is taking a toll on my sanity. As fascinating as this island and its ancient and unfathomable wonders may seem, it's also a place plagued with misfortune and calamities. We lost Roy at the campsite. We almost lost our engineer on this beach. The doctor went mad and stabbed him with a strange knife. And all because of this island, Nora. Initially, we were optimistic and in high spirits, but now we've all become resentful and discouraged. Even I can feel how I am constantly assaulted by dark thoughts. Anyway, if what I am going through here helps me find you a cure, it'll have been worth it. I hope to find an answer in the temple on that mountain peak. Love you always, Harry.
Strange place to leave her a note.
He is worried, exhausted, disheartened. I will find you, my love.
So I have 4 things that I can click. And I have no idea. Have we received any? It's like a mountain symbol. Well, maybe like the electrical thing, I just need to figure out the sequence.
Let's see what the next one does.
Maybe I just need to do all of them. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. At least it's not toccata and fugue in B minor. Is that door open now? When did it open?
That's it. That's where Harry must have gone.
All right, let's proceed. No time for caution.
I'm not sure why, but I don't feel this
And there's some sort of green... I guess just all the waterfalls are green now. And glowing. Oh. I was looking at the wrong door. But it does look like that door is open now. Obviously we want to go that way, but I wanted to get a closer look at this water. Does it have the ooze in it? That is something. Just pass the soap. Alright. That doesn't do anything. Alright. Back up there. It still feels like... Let's go check out this door. It could be a waste of time. Maybe that wasn't even a door we were looking at. Is it still closed up there? Yeah, it's still closed. This is still impassable, right? They sure make it look like you're supposed to be able to go back there. So I don't know if we're like skipping something or if this just... I don't know.
What odd structure.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like a building, though.
Nothing new. And our view from over here. Probably isn't going to tell us anything. Not really. Oh my god. The ropes are going crazy. And the glowing things out in the water still look like eyes. Oh, I should have taken a screenshot while we were up there. I'm gonna do that. Waste a little more time. Man, the boats are going crazy. The lifeboats. I don't know what it was. Yesterday, I slept all night from the night before. Took two of the kids to the eye doctor. Came home, watched an episode of Loki, and I guess Owen Wilson wasn't even in that episode. And fell asleep. And then stayed asleep all night. Oh, I can't go back up here? Whoa, whoa, there we are. Alright. So let's go all the way back here. What is that? And we'll take... Oh, no, I kind of want to be able to see this whole structure. There we go. And once it lights up... Oh, maybe next time. I think I got it. Ah. Hopefully one of those will work. And then we can proceed to the door. I'm thinking for a thumbnail, you know, on the YouTubes. from Phantom of the Opera. So I think we're going to wrap it up here. Achievement unlocked, Vanishing of the Lady Shannon. Take a screen of that as well. I shouldn't have had my cursor in the way. I'm going to fill my hard drive.
That was quite a hike.
Chapter 4, quite a show. Yep. Alright, so not quite 2 hours long. It seems like it's about 2 hours per chapter. And I think there's 6 chapters. But I'm going to wrap it up here. Whew. So let's go through the usual gambit of things you can click on and so forth. I want to make sure I hope I mentioned at the beginning. I may have forgotten. I'll have to watch a review. Yeah, I believe I mentioned the Naviera's. Yeah, my memory's fading, but I remember not wanting to. And let's thank him again, Naviera's, for the Twitch Prime subscription on Twitch. All right, so Twitch, you can subscribe, and apparently you can use if you have Amazon Prime, you can use an Amazon Prime to subscribe at no extra cost to you. Let's see, what else can you do? Join Patreon anytime, night or day. You can tip anytime, night or day. If you do join Patreon, it's the minimum is $1 per month. Let me know, because nobody's ever joined it, and I would like to thank you properly. I never look at it anymore. With the tips, it's a one-time, anytime, any amount you want. I think there's a minimum of $1. I'm not sure. You can also follow on Twitch, help you get notified when we go live. On YouTube, you can subscribe, also get notifications there when we archive things onto YouTube. It's usually 24 hours after the show is over on Twitch. Also, you can like, dislike, leave a comment. It's always helpful. Someone left a comment. Who was that? Yesterday left a comment. And that only took forever. It was Nicholas Sareva commented, likes for the algorithm. Yeah, so that does help. If you want other people to help find the content, that's one way to do it. Another way, both with Twitch and YouTube, is you can share a link. Let people know if this is what they're looking for. This is the kind of thing they're looking for. This is a place to find it, or maybe only the place to find it. Oh, wow. So, yeah, we're off of the ugly, scary, creepy Black Beach, and now we're on to the lovely, but still kind of creepy mountain path. Like, comment, share a link. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I do want to thank you for being here. I'm finding the game interesting, so I do want to do more episodes. And I might even do another one later today. I shouldn't say that because I don't want to make promises. Yeah. Yeah, we got to finish this game. There's enough interesting about it that it's going to keep me going. All right, so I hope to see you next time. It's always more fun when you're here. Until then, be well.